Another episode of trying to fix my Kia Optima. So it's still burning oil, even with the 10W30, even with the PCV valve change, it's still burning oil. So I've come to the conclusion that Liquid Moly is going to save the day. So the other day, I went ahead and I added some of this into my engine, actually the whole can. I put half of it, and then I drove for about 3 days, and I put the other half. And this really quieted down my engine. It didn't help with the engine burning oil, but it did help with my engine sounding better and being quiet. And even on a cold start, it was way less loud. It was really quiet. So I really recommend this, and this kind of put me on the Liquid Moly. This is my first Liquid Moly item I've ever used. So I started out with this, the anti-friction, and now I've got like the whole setup. So right now it still has basic shitty 10W30 oil inside of it. And the 10W30 oil that I am using is Supertex from Walmart. So I'm going to be finishing that up because it's burning oil at a decent rate where I will finish up that oil. And when it's done, I'm going to go for another oil change. I already have my oil filter, OEM Hyundai. And then for oil, I'm going to try out Liquid Moly 5W40. So this is literally the best oil brand in the world. They are super expensive, but worth every penny. This bad boy of 5 liters was, I believe, $55 at Napa Auto Parts. It's only sold at Napa and Advanced Auto, as far as I know. I think maybe O'Reilly. AutoZone does not sell it. And anyways, so for the next oil change, when I run out of the 10W30, I'm going to do 5W40 Liquid Moly, and then I'm going to do another OEM oil filter. Right now, I'm going to put this in the gas tank. This is valve cleaner. I'm supposed to add it to the gasoline. And you want to have at least 13 gallons of gas in your gas tank before you use this. So I've got about 14 in my car right now. Maybe barely, like a little below 14, but regardless, enough to use this. So I'm going to put this in my gas tank right now. And then I'm going to top it off with the shitty 10W30 oil right now. Continue doing that till I run out of that oil. Then when I go for my next oil change, so I'm going to use this right now. And then when I go for my next oil change, before I do that, I'm going to do an engine flush. So this, you add this whole can to your engine and you run it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then immediately after, you change the oil because this is not good for your car. It's an engine cleaning component. So you only want to have it running in your car for about 10 to 15 minutes, no longer than that. But it should do some major cleaning. And I've seen some really amazing reviews about cars with bad compression that are burning tons of oil, doing way better after being cleaned. So I'm going to go ahead before I do the oil change. I'm going to do a flush with the engine flush. Then we're going to do the oil change for this oil with the OEM oil filter. And then if my car still burns oil, I'm going to top it off with this Liquid Moly Motor Oil Saver. And this you're supposed to also add to the engine oil, and it's supposed to actually fix burning oil problems. I don't know if it's going to fix it for my car, but shit, this is only $12 per, and I have one. And then if that's not enough, I have two. Because some reviews I read online said that the person had to use 2 of them, but it did end up working. So, I'm to the point now where I really don't care. I'd rather try this. What is this? This is 55. This is like 10. This is like 20. This is like 20, so 20, 40, 50, 60. This is like $110 right here. $125 if you count the oil filter. This is a lot cheaper to try than fixing the whole entire engine. And now imagine spending $4,000 to $8,000 to fix the whole entire engine, and then your car still burns oil. How pissed off would you be? So I'm not even going to try that. It's not even an option for me. I'm going to go ahead and try this stuff, see how it works, and I'll keep you guys posted. But as for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the gas tank, and then I'm going to top it off with the shitty 10W30 oil because I know it's low because it's been about 500 miles since I topped it off. This thirsty bitch could drink oil like a madman. But anyways, we're going to start with step 1, valve cleaner in the gas tank, and topping off of the oil. So I just went ahead and I put all of this into the gas tank. It's pretty funny. You just take off the top, and then it has this like funnel thing you attach to it, and then you just stick it in there, and all of it flies in there real fast. So went ahead and started with step 1. Now let's top off the oil. All right guys, so let's go ahead and check the oil. It's about, I'd say about half a quart down. Let's go ahead and top it off. Went ahead and topped it off with oil. Let's go ahead and check where the oil's at. And boom, right at the top. Nice. All right, so the additive has been added to the gas tank for the valve cleaner, and then the oil's been topped off, and I already added that anti-friction stuff that I told you about last time from Liquid Moly. So let's go ahead and turn the car on. It's not a cold start, but pretty quiet if you ask me. It's just loud because of the muffler delete, but all in all, it doesn't sound bad. Don't know if you can hear it from underneath, but it is quiet. It doesn't sound like crazy. It doesn't sound like brah, 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 brah. It doesn't sound like ridiculous. So I'll keep you guys up to date, and then I'll drop a part 2 soon once I do the engine flush along with the oil change and all that. So hopefully this car turns out better than when we started, and hopefully the oil burning goes away altogether. And if it does, maybe you guys could try this. It might work for you, it might not, but all in all, we all got to try our best to keep our cars running. So have a good day, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.